Gun. Supermodel Naomi Campbell. A fashion show. Nothing out of the ordinary for the great stage productions of the fashion designer Gianni Versace, but what appeared to be just another one of his exuberant shows, mere weeks later would take on a chilling new meaning. The year was 1997 and the eyes of the showbiz world were on Milan. It was the launch of the spring-summer collection of the renowned Italian fashion house, and the show would have a star protagonist. The favorite of the Versace girls, Naomi Campbell, would steal the limelight not only because of her imposing beauty, her elegant dresses, and her command of the runway. A terrible coincidence would mark what would ultimately become one of the last catwalks Versace organized before his death. His professional relationship with Naomi began at the end of the 80s, but it was during the following decade that both figures reached the height of their fame. Versace included the English model in his most important fashion shows, alongside other superstars such as Cindy Crawford, Linda Evangelista, and Christy Turlington. The press didn't take long in labeling them the Big Four. In 1991, the four of them walked the runway together at one of Versace's most iconic shows, singing a song by George Michael. Despite working with the world's top models, Naomi Campbell was Gianni Versace's muse. It wasn't unusual to see them together or even holding hands at social events, like the good friends they were.
Modelo y diseñador no simplemente entablan una relación que es profesional, sino que también se vuelve familiar, filial. Elijo quiénes van a ser parte de mi gang, quiénes me van a representar al momento de salir a la pasarela y en el fondo they embody los valores y el ADN de mi casa.
That's why the designer didn't hesitate to make his favorite model the star of his next launch in 1997. Dance, design, style, fashion, that would end with Naomi's appearance on stage with a gun. A conceptual show that tragically would become an accurate premonition.
Hello, welcome back. These are pictures from Miami, where the fashion designer Gianni Versace has been shot dead outside his villa on the Ocean Drive.
In a cruel twist of fate, just weeks after the show, on July the 15th, 1997, Gianni Versace was shot dead in front of his Miami mansion. A day after the murder, Naomi Campbell, in tears, described how important the designer had been in her life.
He always, I never asked, would always come back and take my hand and walk me down the runway at the end with him. I just felt like he treated me as a woman with a lot of respect, and that's why Johnny's, he became such a good friend, and he always said in the papers that I was part of his family.
Versace desde el principio recibe críticas frente a su manera de romper con esquemas más conservadores y Naomi Campbell calza perfectamente en esta historia, donde ella es una modelo negra, pertenece a una minoría. Creo que también el hecho de su propia orientación sexual lo hacía como conectar también con esta diversidad, con estas personas distintas, con aquello que no es lo típico.
A week later, figures including Naomi Campbell, Elton John, Princess Diana, and Sting arrived at Milan Cathedral to say their last goodbyes to Versace. A story which has left many loose ends and has even been adapted for television, although very often reality is stranger than fiction, as was the case with Naomi's appearance at the Versace show.